What's going on, Set Free Fishing? Coming at you here with a sit down video. It's that time of year again, Christmas. The pressure is on, money's tight. Things do not look like they're getting any better. Prices at the pump are up, prices at the food market are up. Everything's crazy right now, so preparing for Christmas has been extra tough this year for most families, and it's been a struggle to keep our sanity. It's been a struggle to keep our sobriety. But for me, this time of year gives me more hope than ever for my sobriety, because it is the one who set me free. It is time to celebrate Him, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. It is time to bring Christ back into Christmas, bring Christ back into America, and bring Christ back into our hearts. We need Him now more than we ever have with the way this world is. For me, I've been very blessed this year. We started a Christmas fund last year, so we had more funds than actually necessary, and I'm very thankful for that. That is the first time I've been able to do that since I've been sober. So great things come with sobriety, and once you learn how to manage your money, become financially stable. And for those of you that may not have had the same fortune that I had, I worked really hard to get there though. You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. Reach out. If you're struggling, you feel like you're falling backwards, you feel like you're going backwards, reach out. There is help out there for you. There's men and women that's been in that same situation and can guide you through it. So reach out. Do not be afraid to reach out, especially to me. I comment on every comment I get on my YouTube. I comment back, reply back in some way, shape, or form. So don't be afraid to reach out. I don't necessarily have a set topic for this video. I'm just going to talk about a few different things. And some of the stuff I've probably covered before in previous videos on, ways to stay sober during the holiday seasons. And this year, like I said, it's been a lot tougher. So I'm thinking that there's probably people out there struggling a lot harder this year than they did the year before, the year before that. So just stay strong. Take it one day at a time. That's all we can do. And if you don't quite get that gift you wanted to get, it'll come. It'll come. Just don't let that determine your sobriety. Just because you didn't get to get a certain thing or give a certain thing, don't let that determine your sobriety. Stay away from those people, places, and things that are not going to do you any good this time of year. Them parties that you shouldn't go to, them family members' houses you shouldn't go to. Or if you have a loving, caring family as I do, you may be able to reach out to them and ask them. It just recently happened at a family event of mine. We had a family reunion. There's a few people that were going to be at that family reunion that are in AA and on the sober track of life, so they made it a non-alcoholic event, which is I'm very thankful for. I'm very, very thankful that I have family like that respect our sobriety that much to be able to make a family function non-alcoholic. So I'm very grateful to have family in my corner like that. And if y'all see this video, you know who you are. I thank you for that. That means a lot to me, to be able to organize an event like that and then make it non-alcoholic. That is very awesome. That's very, very sweet, very kind, very, very thoughtful. So I recently had the opportunity to go to the Fisherman's Candy Store, which is Bridgemasters. If you're in the Florida, Central Florida area, it's in Lake Wells, Florida. It's a great store, Christian owned, Christian operated, very, very good people. They have a couple times a year, they'll have a customer appreciation day, and I was fortunate enough to go. I got to meet Shaw Grisby, Lee Sisson was there, Blake Smith. I didn't end up seeing them. I don't know if they made it or not, but Bobby Lane and Chris Lane was supposed to be there. and a few other guys. Let's see, Medlock. I can't think of his first name now. The Medlocks was there. There was quite a few people there. The Bakewell. I think it was B&B Custom Jigs at one point. They're trying to consolidate their website and everything, so they changed their name to Bakewell Custom Jigs. They got some outstanding swim jigs and jigs, so go check them out on Facebook. Bakewell Custom Jigs. I bought one for myself, and it's a really nice jig. Can't wait to use it. So shout out to you, Bakewell Custom Jigs, for the time you spent talking with me about different stuff. Thank you, Shaw Grisby. I got to meet Shaw Grisby and Lee Sisson, and I talked to them for quite some time. And there might be a collab coming up with Lee Sisson where I'm going to take him out to the pits, and he's going to show me how to fish some pits, hopefully. Even though I've been fishing them forever, this is a legend, a living, walking legend in the fishing industry. So I cannot wait to get in the same boat as him. It's so some exciting stuff is coming in the near future. But while I was there, Blake Smith was signing a few devotionals. Him, Blake Smith, James, I don't want to butcher this last name. It's like Niggemeyer, James Niggemeyer, and Chris Wells teamed up, and they made a devotional, and it's called The Morning Bite, a bass fishing devotional. I hope y'all can see that. Very, very, very good devotional. I've loved every second of what I've read so far. I haven't gotten deep into it because I'm not a huge reader, but I'm trying to make it a mission to read this book. It's very, very, very good morning devotional. So I don't know exactly where you can get them. You might be able to find him on Facebook, reach out to him. You might be able to, I know Bridge Masters will have them soon, and once they get them, if you want one and you can't find them in your area, reach out to me and I'll buy a bunch of copies and I'll get them sent out, shipped out to different individuals, so you can have a copy of this. And I'm going to read you what I read today, and it's, even though Christmas is the time Jesus was born, it's a time to remember also what Jesus sacrificed for us, what Jesus done for us, the sacrifice he made so we may be set free, so we may make it to heaven. So in this one, it's Acts 1:11. Men of Galilee, they said, why do you stand here looking into the sky? This same Jesus who has been taken from you into heaven will come back in the same way you have seen him go into heaven. And this one was this particular one was written by Chris Wells. So he says, one of the most exciting parts of bass fishing for me is the morning blast off. Whether it's a tournament or just a fun day on the water, nothing beats the anticipation of getting out there. I remember so many times when I could hardly sleep the night before a day on the water. Thoughts of catching huge numbers of giant bass made me keep one eye on the clock, waking at every hour. I can relate to that, Chris. I can relate to that majorly. I still get that way sometimes before a night of fishing. It drives my wife crazy sometimes. I'll be in there going through all my tackle, have it all strawed out in the living room. We got a little one, so she's all up in it, all up on me, and I have to get onto her to get away from the stuff. But I get super excited when it's a day of fishing. It don't matter how many times I hit that same body of water. I'm super stoked the night before, knowing that I'm going to get to go do what I love and what I'm passionate about. I always have to keep in mind that there is a lot to do before I get to that blast off. There are batteries to charge, lines to tie, lures to choose, and hooks to sharpen. I must check to see that the motor is running, the lights work, the plug is in, and the list goes on and on. I also need to make sure that I practicing casting and fishing enables me to become the angler I want to be. In the book of Acts, Jesus is miraculously taken up into the clouds right before the very eyes of his disciples. As they stand dumbfounded, staring into the clouds, the Bible records that two men remind them that instead of staring in the clouds, they need to get some things done before Jesus returns. He tells them to go into all the world and preach the good news and to make disciples and to teach them to obey everything he had commanded. The day of his return, Jesus will be, in every sense of the word, awesome. Until that time, we need to be about doing the will of God in our lives. Do you know the will of God for your life? Are you doing it? Man, Chris, that hits deep with me. Because I firmly, if you know my channel, if you know my backstory, I believe this right here is the only reason I'm on this earth today, is to spread the good news that we do not have to live in torment no more. That we do not have to live in sin. Though we may sin and we may fall, we're always going to fall short of the glory of God, and we may sin. We have an advocate between us and the Father, Jesus Christ, who stands almost like a lawyer and fights for our case so we can make it to heaven. And man, do we have some things to do before he returns. And that's one of the most beautiful things. Not only am I a fisherman and I bass fish, he made me a fisher of men. Wow, how the two things coincide so well. And that's how I became the set free fishing, is because I love to fish, and I'm also a fisher of men. I want to see men and women break those chains of sin and addiction and alcoholism, break those chains and be set free as I was set free, and have the life that I have today. Anyone out there that's struggling right now can do it. I got a buddy right now, and he's heading on the right track, and I'm praying that he stays doing what he's doing. And he might not even know that I know, but I know. And I'm praying for you, buddy, and I love you like a brother. Though we may not have been able to speak lately, and for the past few years, we don't really talk like that. It's just something I had to do to stay on my walk of sobriety. But I'm praying for you, brother. I love you, and I hope you get everything you deserve. You're such a good person, and I want to see you back to the person I know. So I'm praying for you, brother. We ultimately have to set that example so people want to do the same thing, or want to have the same things that we have. Freedom from them chains that we were once in, that dark place we were once stuck in, that rut we were once buried in. We are the light of the world. We are the ones that help the captive reach the Savior so they may be set free. So the work that we have to do before Jesus returns is unending. We have so much work, and we can never do enough work to repay what Jesus has done for us. But always be willing to do his work and do his will. And I believe this is his will for me. Though I stray from it sometimes, and though I don't always stay on the right track, and I have a lot of stuff to work on, I believe this is his will for me. I believe it was his will for me to create this channel to reach men and women worldwide that are suffering, that think there is no hope, and they're alone. They are not alone. You're not alone. There is hope, and his name is Jesus Christ, and he can set you free as he set me free. And you know, if you're not fully into the spiritual thing, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, is there for you too. NA is there for you too. Um, and some people went to AA, go to AA, and they find Christ there. So whatever gets you there, I just want you to be sober. I want you to have that better life that you deserve. So we all need Christ regardless of how you feel. And I'll stand on that. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. We all need Christ ultimately to make it. This is just temporary. What we're in now is temporary. The place we live in now is temporary. There's an eternal that we're fighting for right now. There's an eternity that we have to live after this world. So I'm fighting for the eternity where I get to thank the one that saved me. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom being in his presence, knowing that he loved me enough to bring me out of the place I was in after all the wicked things I've done, after all the hurt that I've done to people, that I was still savable, that I was still worthy of his forgiveness. So no matter where you're at, no matter what you feel like you don't deserve, you deserve the happiness. You deserve your freedom. No one's too far gone to be saved. Believe me, I was the one that thought I was too far gone, but I definitely wasn't. I was savable, and so are you. So just remember to make this time about Christ and the one that set you free. Remember to celebrate him. This holiday, this time of the year, we got to put Christ back in Christmas. And I got some more news that I'm going to hit y'all with. That's possibly going to happen. I hope it does. I haven't reached out to them again yet. I got their phone number and I am going to reach out to them. I've just been really swamped busy. So if you see this video, I've been really busy and just haven't had the chance because I want to be able to sit down face to face and go over this. So every fall we go to this place down towards Bowling Green, Florida. It's called Heartland Place, and they have a fall festival there. I take my wife and my baby too. And this year we took my niece. Well, I took my niece. We ended up getting, my wife and baby ended up getting sick, so they didn't get to go. So I already had the tickets for me, my wife, the baby, and my niece. So I got my niece, and me and her went. And they're such good people. They actually let me upgrade my niece's ticket because I'd already paid for my wife's and she didn't get to go. The baby was free. So they let me upgrade my niece's ticket so she could have more fun. And we went, we had a blast. They put on such a great festival. It's nothing like real crazy, but it's beautiful. It's small. It's country, and it's home to me. It feels like home to me. So I'm very thankful for that event and being able to take my family to it every year. So they have this little chapel there, and in the chapel, the year before I went, I'd never seen the chapel, but this year I did. So we go in the chapel. Me and my niece go in the chapel after having a major blast fun. We go in the chapel, and in the chapel it says it has all these little sheets of paper, thumbtacks, and pencils and pens, and it says write down a prayer, tack it to the wall. So I wrote down a prayer. My niece wrote down a prayer, and then I also, if I ain't mistaken on one of them, I wrote down a little bit of my backstory, I believe, and talked about addiction a little bit, and then I, put my channel name there. Well, I guess they ended up looking me up on YouTube and everything, and they actually reached out to me. They said, "Thank you for visiting our chapel while you were here at Heartland Place. I walked in after fall was finished and cried after seeing that people actually came and wrote some notes praying God will use this place to help set people free, praying for your journey and your impact. Maybe we could collaborate on an event or something to bring people for a night of fun and worship, and you can speak. Wow. I'm truly, truly blessed. Words can't explain how grateful I am for stuff like this. To be able to collaborate with a whole event to speak on God and speak on recovery and speak on hope would be amazing. And of course, I wrote them back, said I would be honored to speak and be a part of a worship service. You think, and then they were just asking, you think we should do family style thing or just adults? Let me know if you have any thoughts or ideas. And well, I said we'll have to speak and spitball some thoughts. I have a few if you want to send me your number. So I got their number. We're going to try to collaborate. They also tagged me on their page and told some people to go check me out. I also got tagged by a few. There's some big things happening. The channel's gaining some traction. I'm at 308 followers now. Don't seem like much to some, but it's major to me at the traction that I've seen in the past few months. And it all started with the Panorama video. Thank y'all for all the love y'all have shown me on Panorama video. And it blows my mind because it's just continuing to gain traction and gain views and gain I'm at 309 subscribers actually. And remember, when I hit 400, I'm going to do another giveaway. And speaking, I'll get back to that actually. So the Panorama is actually at 5K. Wow. It blows me away. 5,000 views on one video. And I never thought I'd reach something like that here anytime soon. So I'm very, very, very grateful. Very grateful for all the support and all the views and all the subs. Wow, it just blows me away how one little thing can just like send your channel through the roof like a rocket ship. I'm trying to find something. Bear with me 1 second. This guy had reached out to me, and I want to give him a little shout out because he's been New Hope Fishing Lures. He is on YouTube, so if you're on YouTube and you're watching this video, go check out New Hope Fishing Lures. He's been sharing a lot of my stuff, and I'm very thankful for it, man. I really am. Okay, here it is. It says I want to give a huge shout out to Set Free Fishing. Please go check out his channel. It's an amazing and inspirational channel. Man, I thank you so much for that shout out. It means the world to me that someone loves my channel enough and is reaching the right people. And I pretty much just wrote him, thank you, brother. I really appreciate the support. Much love. And he said, no thanks needed. I love your channel. I'm sharing you out like crazy. We need more channels like yours. And I just pretty much told him much appreciated. It's been a battle. It's tough getting a channel going, but I'm going to keep fighting and I'm going to keep digging. And he was pretty much saying, I pray it will gain the traction it needs. He's in the same boat. It can be hard on faith-based channels. Never lose hope. So I appreciate them encouraging words, and I thank you a lot for giving me the shout outs. Actually, a lot of people has reached out to me and said that they have came to my channel because of you, so I really appreciate it. And now back to the giveaway topic. So at 400 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. It will technically be my second giveaway. The first giveaway didn't follow through. I did a giveaway at 200 subscribers. I still have the giveaway right here. It never got gave away because the person never reached out to me to that won. So I'm going to be doing another giveaway. So thank you for all the love and support. Stay tuned. I know the topic was way like crazy and no real topic, but I just wanted to show my love for all the support so far, and just keep Christ in your heart. Keep Christ in Christmas. Stay strong through the holidays. I know it's tough. I know it's been crazy. Stay strong. Reach out if you need help, whether it be to me, your sponsor, someone at a meeting, one of your own family members. Reach out if you're struggling. Don't be afraid. And remember, while you're out there, make the tug your drug.